Hey folks, Chase from Cardax Anonymous back again. Little different of a video. Painting some of these little miniatures for a friend of mine. And I just wanted to document the experience. I love painting miniatures, and we'd been talking about this for a while, and he finally gave them over to me. And they're really cool. These are from some little mouse board game or something, but the miniatures come unpainted. And they're really cool little sculpts. They're absolutely tiny. This is actually a back scratcher, funny enough, but it's all I had to put them on, and it's wood, and it'll hold on to the little adhesive, like clay kind of stuff I use, so it works pretty well. It'll keep them on there while I hit them with the, well, I can't think of the name of it. My air gun, my little paint gun. So I'm gonna probably give these like a two-tone prime, where I prime them all black, then I'll shoot them on the top with some white, some off-white kind of color, and then I'll start painting them. Gives you a good idea where the shadows would lie from the sun, stuff like that. I can't remember the name. There's like some technical name for it, but I don't know how many of you guys are into painting miniatures on my channel. Some of my miniature videos have done well, but this is just another thing that I'm into. So I'm gonna just put stuff that I'm into. That's what my channel is about, putting cool stuff that I'm into. Maybe one day we'll do a painted miniature giveaway or something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna prime these. I think it's called like a Canthal prime or something Thal prime. I just can't remember what it is. But I'm gonna prime these. We'll come back probably another day. I'm probably gonna prime them all today and then let them dry. And then I got a business trip to go on right now, so when I get back, I'll shoot more videos of me painting each one and things like that. And we'll put it all into one really long, nice video, and then I will give them to my friend so he can enjoy them. And they're really cool. I just thought they were cool little mouse miniatures. You know what? It did come with these little character cards where I'm going to kind of base my color schemes and stuff like that. I'm not really going to worry too much about these and paint them exactly how they show on the thing. Maybe, well, it doesn't have a mount. It doesn't have the name of the game on there, but we got Maganos. He's like the little mage mouse. We got Lily. She's the archer mouse. It's one of my favorite sculpts in there. Then you got Filch. He's the adventuring kind of night mouse. Well, not so much a night, more like an adventurer mouse. You got Tilda, which is a mage mouse, it looks like. Another mage mouse. Or no, like a cleric mouse. Looks like she has a mace or something in her hand. You got Nez, who's looks like a blacksmith or something, and has a giant hammer. It'd be really nasty. If a little mouse had one of those, smashing the toe, that'd be rough. Then you got Colin. He's the night mouse. He's a proud night mouse. I'll save the kingdom just like my father would have. So that's kind of the color schemes we're going to go with. We'll probably take some creative liberties at some point. But yeah, I mean, I may never post this video, but I think these are going to come out really cool and something I'd like to show off. And I hope my friend enjoys them. Maybe he can watch a video of how they all come together. So we'll be back when they're all Canthal primed or Rosenthal primed, something like that. I can't remember. I'll come back with the name of it when I come back. All right, folks, we're back. We are back. As you can see, they look a bit different. The characters have been Zenithal primed. That is the word I was looking for. It's where you spray the characters or the model all black, and then you come from above and kind of the sides and stuff to get nice contrast shadows there. You can see there's some nice like shadows, like natural shadowiness. This way I can use a bunch of speed paints and stuff and paint these a lot quicker than I would before. I might go through and prime or get a little more white on there now that I have better light. I don't have great lighting in my little painting booth thing there, so I may go back and go for another pass, but I'm not going to have time before I leave on my business trip, so I think so far these came out pretty good. There's a couple of them that I'm pretty sure I'm good with, like this guy's good. Maybe I can start messing around with him tonight for a little bit. But it really shows how there's, you know, seeing that sculpt there, there's that line there. I'll have to get rid of that before I start painting. It really shows all the little defects, but it also shows how nicely modeled these are. See that? Look at all the details on this little one here. See how it just accentuates all the little details, and it makes them a lot easier to paint, you know, like all the little tools in a Homeboy here's little tool bags there. Those would be really hard to distinguish if you had just an all black or all gray model, you know. This really, see the little dots in the belt buckle, all these little parts there on this guy here, and the folds in the clothing. It just, I find at least it makes it much easier to paint. And then you already have natural shadows, you know, like you see underneath them there. So those parts that you're not really going to spend too much time painting perfectly are already in shadow a bit. I think her giant mouse breasts kind of blocked some of the paint as I was painting it, and I might have to go back and just get a little more color on there, because I believe she's white, her outfit. So the whiter I can get it with still leaving some contrasting shadows is going to be helpful after I start painting her. But all in all, it came out really well. You know, little bows and stuff like that, like things that you could barely tell when they're all one monocolor, are really accentuated with the Zenithal Prime. So yeah, I think it came out pretty nice. I think we'll start painting probably when we come back. Maybe I'll spend some time this weekend and get them all finished. These don't take too long to paint. A model this small, as you can see, put a dice right next to them. You can see how actually small these little guys are. You know, they're tiny. So yeah, I mean, and this is a small dice. This isn't like a full-size dice, I would say, either. So, but yeah, these came out really nice. We'll be back with some more painting as we get to it. Hey, folks, we're back. We are back from our trip, so I'm going to mess around with some of these a little bit. I might paint a couple colors on today. I have some contrast speed paints that I'm going to be applying for like base coats of things that are all going to be basically the same color. Like, let's have a look at these little cards again. So these are like our base colors. You know what? Let me get this other light a little brighter here. Let me see. There we go. So we have here our little character cards for these models. We have Colin. He's got a lot of brown on him. A lot of brown. There's some brown on this this mage character here. It's funny because I'm looking at the character cards, and the actual characters look very different. The actual models of the characters. So there's some similarities, but there's some differences. So we're going to have to take some creative liberties. Lily got a beautiful green coat on her. She's right there. But she's got a lot of brown. She's got her bow. She's got her like little doublet and her belt thing. Her belt's more of a black, isn't it? But there's a lot of browns we can put on there as well. And then we got this guy. He's got a cloak. Let's have a look at him here. Filch. Filch's cloak is very much brown. We'll take some creative liberties to spice these up a little bit. Then we got Tilda. She doesn't have too much brown. She looks like she has a little, there she is. She has a little like pouch there. And then that's probably the only brown I'm going to do on her, as far as I can see. Then this fella here, he's got his little schmuck. So we'll be doing that in brown. And then he's got the stick for his hammer. Magnus has his thing there. So there's some browns. We're going to go through and mess with some brown today, I think. Don't have a lot of time to paint today. Just got back from my long work meeting. But I'm going to paint these. I'm just going to show you guys kind of what I do when I'm painting with the contrast speed paints. I'm going to shake that up real nice. And we're going to squirt us a couple of dabs here. It doesn't take much of this stuff. It goes around pretty well. So I'm going to paint these. I'm not going to do this on camera. It's going to be a little tough to do on camera. But I also pulled out one of my play mats that's really old, because I don't want to pull this other play mat up yet because it's still kind of flattening out. But I'll come back when I've painted some stuff, show you what I did. Hey folks, Chase back again with an update to these. I'm going to make these all one video, so I guess it's not really so much of an update, but this has been a while since the original videos I made where I primed these little models and all that. And I've got a lot done, actually. We've got a good amount of the like base layers. I've had a real good time doing like the distressing of the like leather items on the characters. I got some of the paint for the like the skin tone stuff done, like in the ears. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Some of the ears are all done. Hit the camera, sorry. This guy, I think I'm going to do some not so much of a leather look to his coat. It kind of looks like that now, but I think I'm gonna change that a little bit. This chick's coming out really cool. I think it's a girl, obviously, with the little mouse breasts. Still got to do the gold on her belt buckle, some other stuff. Trying to think what I'm gonna do about the basing. I could just paint them black and go easy and just paint them like a nice jet black or something, but look how cool this guy comes out. And there's still some shading and stuff I want to do on these guys, like put some shade coats on some. I was thinking about doing like a Agrax shade on the white of her coat, because the shadows, I mean, in light they look pretty good, but held up to a light, they're kind of just muted, the shadows there. But I don't want to paint them all in. It'd take me forever, and I'm still trying to figure out a color for this guy. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. So I have his coat come up really nice. It looks pretty cool. His little cape, I guess I should say. Let's have a look at this, guys. So all these other ones are this gray color, right? Which I've made pretty well with the way that I've done it, right? They've come out pretty good. But so they're all that color. She's a bit whiter. I think I'm going to go a lot lighter. The skin or the fur on her is kind of dark right now. I'm going to go a couple shades lighter on that. Then he's just kind of the same color as everyone else. She's the same there too. Then we got him as well. He's the same. And then this guy is like a completely different color. And he's like bigger than the other ones. You know what I mean? He's a bit bigger. I think he's like a different kind of mouse or something. So I'm going to have to come up with a nice way to do that. And then he's got these like two-tone legs. Everyone else is kind of, mice usually have like a lighter front leg than the back. So I'm gonna have, I still have to finish some of the legs. I haven't like finished doing them yet, but they come out really nice, man. They're really cool. How small these little guys are and how much detail I'm gonna be able to get into them. Pretty sweet. The backs of them. This her jacket, I'm gonna go over some more with some like dry brushing and stuff to make it really pop. His, I don't think I'm gonna need to. His come out really nice. And then I took some creative liberties because look at how they wanted him to be, just like kind of brown like the rest of these characters. I'm like, you know what? He's got to be something more. He's got to have something different. So I come up with that kind of like ancient scroll color to kind of paint him. And just give them all their own kind of look, you know. But he needs a color, so I'm gonna mix up some colors and come up with a nice brown, and lighten it up a couple times for some action on that. But yeah, they're coming out really nice. So second update, or the last part of this video will be the finished product, and I'll be giving these up to my buddy. And then apparently he's got some more cool stuff from this set. I think all the enemy figures. So I'll definitely give those a paint as well. Been having a great time painting these, making these look like leather and stuff on the like the distressed leather look that I was able to get on there. So I've been having a real good time doing that. I think I'm gonna go over the wood again with like a dry brush of like a lighter wood color. I'll have to mix that up. But some of those mold lines I just couldn't get out without losing a lot of that fur coloring on there. So I'm pretty bummed about that, but it's all right. You won't notice them much when you're playing the game and stuff. But yeah, so we'll be back very soon with the finished product, guys. All right, folks, we are done. We are done. These models came out absolutely incredible. Trying to get good lighting here for you guys. These are all 6 of them. This is how I'm going to transport them over to my buddy. I'm going to go meet him right now. But, yeah, I'm going to do a little showcase of each one real quick, and then we'll end the video. All right, guys, this here is Nez. Nez. Very cool. Came out really, really nice. I love how the distressed leather came out. I was really able to get that going real well. This here's Colin. I think I came up with a really cool brown, gray, and red kind of color for his fur. I think he came out really, really awesome. That's Colin there. We got here Magnus. Magnus. He's got that little ladybug on his arm there. Magnus came out really cool. I enjoyed the color scheme that I used for him. Took my own creative liberties on this one. But man, did he come out really cool. This here's Filch. The thief. The thief of the bunch here. His brown coat came out really cool. It's like a brown purple I kind of made. A little bit of a mix there. Filch. His little stitches on top of his head there. I don't know if you guys realize how small these are. Here's a tester's bottle. Tiny little tester's bottle. It's almost double the size of him. Here's Tilda, my version of her. I went with a different, bit of a different color. But I think she came out freaking awesome. Then I made those little green gems instead of they're just like gold necklaces. I gave her like a green gem and then another gem inside of her little thing there. Super cool. Yeah, the sculpts on these are just way better than meets the eye when you first see them when they're all monocolored. Here's maybe my favorite model of the bunch, Lily. You can kind of tell I spent more time on this one than I did some of the other ones. I hand painted the her green coat. It's hard to get it to I mean, she come out so cool. Imagine if a mouse could use a bow and arrow. We'd all be in trouble here. Sneak up and shoot you in the ear. But yeah, she came out really, really sweet. That's it, guys. That's the whole video. I had a really good time doing these. It's been a while since I painted miniatures, and this has got me back into it. Apparently, he has some more miniatures of the bad guys from the enemies from this board game. And I can't wait for him to give me those so I can paint those as well. I know there's a bit of different content than I normally post. It's normally just cards and card stuff, but this is another one of my hobbies that I really enjoy. And I'm going to post stuff, whenever I make something new, paint something new, I'll post something on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Make sure to join all the giveaways. And I appreciate you guys so much. I don't know when I'm going to release this video exactly, but we're probably at 1,000 subscribers by now. Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to give away a booster box of OP10 to one of you lucky subscribers, one of my crew, my card addict crew. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Keep that smile on your face. And I'll see you in the next one. Chase out.